fights in Saudi Arabia.
From what I'm reading, the purses for some of these fights, you missed it by a couple of years, man.
Yeah, well, it seems like I'm always missing the wave, but you know what? That's why I'm the magic man, man. I'm going to create my own. So, that's sometimes you got to do it like that.
Well, if there's a big fight anywhere in the world, you can best be sure that Antonio Tarver will be there. Antonio, thank you for your time. We'll check you out tomorrow night.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
129.4 for Maxayo.
Hey, are you done yet, Mark? I got to repoint this light. I got to get it out of the way and make it win it. I'm going to repoint. I'm going to pull this light.
Oh, yeah. I don't even need the light.
This will be our second fight on the PBC prelims with Prime Video tomorrow night. Eduardo Zerdito Ramirez against Mark Magnifico Maxayo. Once again, our PBC prelims begin on Prime Video tomorrow night, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 2:30 p.m. Pacific. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to begin our pay-per-view portion of things. Let's turn it over to the legendary Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This is great. You gotta just see this. I haven't seen the way like this. This is crazy. The other room is twice as big. Yeah, we had pressure, but we didn't have this. All right, stand up. Look what I dragged here.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you, and we welcome you to the world-famous MGM Grand Garden Arena, celebrating 100 championship nights of boxing as Premier Boxing Champions presents the official weigh-in for the PBC pay-per-view on Prime special event brought to you by GTV Promotions and TGV Promotions. Webbound's our opening pay-per-view attraction features a world championship bout. It is brought to you in association with Samson Boxing. Let's bring our fighters to the scale and the stage at this time. First, we present, originally from Cleveland, Ohio, now training in Southern California, a 2012 U.S. Olympian, a current world rank contender. Please welcome Terrell Gaucher.
Here with the welterweight champion. I don't know who they're going into at these events. So what's going on? What do you think of this fight come tomorrow night between Broner and Conor?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I originally come out to watch Ryan Rizicki from Canada. We're good friends from him. We've got friends with Daniel. His promoter out there. So we'll initially come out to watch Rizicki, but that fight got cancelled. So, Broner. We're watching the card tomorrow and enjoying Miami.
Just get you for a second. There's always rumblings. There's fights for you in the works. What's going to go on with you?
I'm retired. I'm retired at the minute, but at the minute. But you never know. It's in my heart. It's in my blood boxing and my life. So you never know. You never know the right fight, the right money could come back.
Yeah, they're one of the better welterweights the past 10, 15 years. Cal Brook, give you a couple minutes. Thank you, and we'll see you at the fight tomorrow.
Thank you.
Terrell Gaucher weighs in right at the limit of 160 pounds. 160 pounds. And now his opponent, the defending champion with a record of 23-1 with 18 knockouts, making the first defense of his title. Here is the defending WBC middleweight champion of the world, Carlos Bronco Carlos Adames weighs in at 159.2 pounds. 159.2 for the champion. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. Opens up our pay-per-view portion of our big night of action tomorrow night. It's the WBC Middleweight Championship of the World. Carlos Bronco Adames versus Terrell Gaucher. Premier Boxing Champions continues with our official weigh-in. At this time, we present a battle of undefeated super lightweights, scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing, presented in association with Samson Boxing. At this time, we welcome our fighters to the stage. First, fighting out of Las Vegas by San Juan de la Maguana in the Dominican Republic. Here is the former undefeated WBA super lightweight champion of the world. Please welcome Alberto La Vispa Puello. And now we invite his opponent to the stage at this time, representing the renowned boxing family from Capitol Heights in Maryland. He'll be making his first attempt at a world title. Here is the undefeated world rank contender, Gary Antoine Russell. All right, fans, let's bring our fighters to the scale. 12 rounds of boxing, the interim WBC Super Lightweight World Championship. Weight limit is 140 pounds. First, undefeated at 22-0 with 10 knockouts, the former undefeated WBA Super Lightweight World Champion, Alberto La Vispa Puello. $139.8 pounds, 139.8 pounds for Alberto Puello. And now to the scale, his opponent with an outstanding perfect record of 17 wins, no losses, all 17 wins coming by way of knockout. The 2016 U.S. Olympian, the hard-hitting, undefeated world rank contender. Here is Gary Antoine Russell. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have our fighters square up, face off. The last time they'll see each other before they meet in the center of the ring tomorrow night. And we want to bring to your attention, the action is sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. And El Mexicano brand products, bringing authentic sabor to your table. Somos El Mexicano. Fighters going to square off just one moment. During WBC Super Lightweight Championship. Gary Antoine Russell versus Alberto La Vispa Puello. And now, fighters, and to lead us in this interview, please welcome talented combat sports reporter Jordan Plant.
We'll have my colleague Martin Batzer translate for us. Puello, 2 undefeated fighters. Someone's always got to go. How do you ensure you get the victory tomorrow night?
Esta pelea entre dos peleadores invictos. Alguien lo tiene que perder. ¿Cómo ves que será esta pelea mañana por la noche?
Será una pelea bastante interesante, ya que yo vengo a dar el todo por el todo. Me preparé muy bien para esta oportunidad y vengo a dejarlo todo arriba del ring y a darle un buen espectáculo a todo este público bello.
It's going to be a great fight, a very interesting fight. I came here to give my all, and most importantly, to give you all beautiful fans a great fight to remember.
Most of your fights have been in the Dominican Republic, and this is your first time fighting in Las Vegas on pay-per-view. How much more added motivation does that bring?
Esta va a ser tu primera vez peleando en un pay-per-view en Las Vegas después de tantos años luchándola en República Dominicana. ¿Hay un significado especial para vos en estar en este escenario?
Claro que sí, significa mucho para mí estar de vuelta y en un escenario como este me siento muy contento, gracias a PBC por darme la oportunidad. Quiero demostrar que soy digno de pelear y ganar un título mundial nuevamente y dar las mejores peleas.
Well, I am really grateful and really happy to be in this stage. It does have great meaning to me because it's going to be a great card. I want to thank PBC for giving me this opportunity, and I want to prove to all of you that I'm worthy of this stage, that I can fight for world titles, and that I'm eager to go for more.
Thank you so much. Buena suerte. Now we'll hand up. I want to say happy birthday, the big 28 today. Guys, give it up for him. It's his birthday today. All right, so you're 17-0, 17 KOs. But Puello's the first opponent you'll face with an undefeated record, and he's a former world champion. Does that type of challenge excite you at all?
Not at all. It's just a stepping stone.
Keep that one.
We're doing this for the Washingtonians and everybody back in Cowboy Heights. You know, it's a lineage that I gotta work forward to. You know, and I'm gonna just keep that hard work and blood, sweat, and tears that I done went through. You know, I'm not gonna let that go in vain. So I'm gonna come up here and show my showcase.
All right, everyone, we're just finishing up some paperwork. We should hopefully be ready to go in about 10 minutes. So hopefully fighters will be on the scale in about 10 minutes.
I'm gonna give y'all a juicy show. I know that's what I come to see.
I heard you say earlier this week that you feel like Puello's going to make you have to bring a few more tools out of your arsenal. Can you give the fans a hint on what those tools might be?
I can't give y'all that hint. I'll be giving y'all too much sauce. You know, but just stay tuned. It's going to be a juicy match. This is the perfect platform to show y'all.
All right, we're looking forward to it. Thank you so much, Gary Antoine. Good luck tomorrow night.
All right, fans, here we go. Premier Boxing Champions continues with the official weigh-in, as at this time we move to our co-main event of the evening and a battle of champions for the interim WBC light heavyweight world title, brought to you by GTD Promotions and TGB Promotions in association with Samson Boxing. Welcome our fighters to the stage at this time. First, training in Southern California by way of Kharkiv, Ukraine. Please welcome the former WBC light heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander "The Nail" Vostik. And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent from Phoenix, Arizona, making his light heavyweight debut, the two-time WBC super middleweight champion of the world, known as the Mexican Monster, David El Monstro Benavides. And here we go. Let's bring our fighters to the scale once again. 12 rounds of boxing. WBC interim light heavyweight world title. Weight limit 175 pounds. First, please welcome a 2012 Olympic bronze medalist with a record of 20 wins. Only one defeat with 16 wins coming by way of knockout. Making his return to the ring, please welcome to the scale the former WBC light heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander "The Nail" Gvozdyk. 174.2 pounds, 174.2 for Alexander "The Nail" Gvozdyk. And his opponent holds an undefeated record of 28-0 with 24 knockouts. One of the young, hard-hitting stars of the sport, the two-time WBC super middleweight champion of the world, David El Monstro Benavides. 174.2, 174.2 for the Mexican monster. There they are, ladies and gentlemen, at 12 rounds of boxing, the WBC interim light heavyweight world title. David El Monstro Benavides versus Alexander "The Nail" Gvozdyk in a co-main event of the evening. Now to hear from both of our fighters, once again, please welcome acclaimed combat sports reporter, Jordan Plant.
Alexander, you've been at 175 your entire career. You fought some of the best in that division. What's your final message to David Benavides before tomorrow night?
Well, now it's time to fight one of the best in 168 who moving up in 175.
Enough said right there. And you took a 4-year break from boxing, but you came back last year in 2023. What would it mean to you to win the WBC interim title tomorrow night?
It's awesome and great opportunity to become a two-time world champion, become a in general world champion again.
Well, thank you so much and good luck tomorrow night. We'll see you then. Now I'll head over to David. David, good to see you. The last time you stepped on the scale anywhere close to 175 was in 2015, almost 10 years ago. What can the fans expect to see from you tomorrow night with that extra weight and that extra energy?
You could see an even more destructive monster in the ring, and I feel amazing. I can't wait to go in there and give you guys a hell of a performance. Pero le quiero dar las gracias a toda mi gente y toda mi raza que vinieron a apoyar. Los quiero mucho y sábado vamos por la victoria.
And what's your prediction for this fight?
I'm going for the knockout. The monster always goes for the knockout, and that's what I'm going to get this Saturday.
What kind of message do you think that's going to send to the light heavyweight division if you, at your first fight at this weight class, if you can stop a guy?
It's just going to let everybody know I'm here, and the new champion is coming soon.
All right, good luck. We'll see you in the ring tomorrow night. Thank you, David.
And here we go from the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Premier Boxing Champions presents the weigh-in for the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by GTB Promotions, TGB Promotions, and Man Down Promotions. Sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours, and El Mexicano brand products bringing authentic sabor to your table. Somos El Mexicano. Well, fans, let's bring our fighters to the stage at this time. First, the challenger from Detroit and training in Dallas, Texas. He'll be making his first attempt at a world title. Here is the undefeated world-ranked lightweight contender, escorted by his promoter, former welterweight world champion Errol Spence. Please welcome Frank, the Ghost Martin. And now introducing the defending world champion from Baltimore, Maryland. Please welcome the popular, the hard-hitting, 5-time 3-division champion of the world, Gervonta Tank Davis. And it looks like our fighters are ready to get started a little bit early. First, let's bring them to the scale. 135 pounds is the weight limit for the WBA Lightweight Championship of the World. First, ladies and gentlemen, undefeated with a record of 18 wins, no losses, and 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the undefeated all-action challenger introducing Frank the Ghost Martin.
Housekeeping, okay, men's opposition supposed to pick 3 o'clock, okay? Once you get on the scale, don't disappear because you gotta have these.
134.4 pounds, 134.4 for Frank the Ghost Martin.
Fighters to the list, whoever's working at court.
And now we bring the defending champion to the scale. His record, 29 wins, no losses, 27 knockouts to his credit. One of boxing's pound-for-pound superstars, the defending WBA lightweight champion of the world, Gervonta the Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis weighs in at a trim and ready 133.4 pounds. The fight is on for the WBA Lightweight Championship of the World.
You get 1 hour from the time you get off the scale, come back and check the weight as many times as you want to. There are a lot of title fights on the title fights. So once you get on the scale, we feel that the 6 pounds out, we'll read it out, go from there. Only thing we use to stop the cuts and going is adrenaline, drumming, and atrophy. Depending upon where you're from, you may have some other stuff. We can see a lot of stuff coming from Japan, Korea, China. We don't need that. So you're not going to be able to use it. Make sure you got the right stuff with the expiration date on there that the links out so you can see. You're not going to use it if you can't see what it is. So do that. Make sure you got the right stuff. We don't use any of that stretch tape. We just use dogs on the hands. No stacking. Okay? No stacking, plain dogs. That stuff that feels like plastic and all that. So you make sure you got the right stuff. Train for seconds. You have a big responsibility to take care of your fighters, make sure they have their stuff. Another thing, when you play the boys, you're going to see the TKO, a mandatory 30 days. The KO mandatory 60 days. Each one of those can be increased depending upon how much punch is up. If you're injured,
There they are, ladies and gentlemen, the WBA Lightweight World Championship main event, Gervonta Tank Davis versus Frank the Ghost Martin. Do not blink, do not miss this all-action main event of the evening. What Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from both of our fighters. I turn it over to Jordan Plant.
Frank, that was a very intense stare down. Can you tell the fans what was being said right there?
We just both ready. You know, we ready for tomorrow. I'm stepping on his ass tomorrow, period.
Do you enjoy being the underdog in all this, and does it give you extra motivation?
I love it. I love it. I'm so happy that there's so many people in this arena that's sleeping on me. It's a blessing. You know what I mean? I'm a dog and I'm coming out on top. I don't give a damn who he is. I'm coming out on top tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, you have the opportunity to change your life if you win this fight. How surreal is this moment for you?
This everything. You know, this moment right here, you know what I mean? If y'all see me get emotional in that ring tomorrow after I get that dub, it's from all the hard work that I've been putting, all the sacrifices. You know what I mean? I'm coming out on top tomorrow, so just know that.
Good luck. Thank you so much. That's a very focused Frank Martin, everybody. Now head over to Gervonta Davis. The WBA lightweight champion of the world, Gervonta Davis. Your face-offs are always intense, and I saw you even went over there and said a little something to him in the beginning. Is that something you plan, or you just kind of feel it in the moment? No, you're good. I'll say it again. I saw you walk over there earlier and say something to Frank Martin, and your face-offs are always kind of fun. Is that something you plan, or do you just feel that in the moment?
I'm just getting in his head. He can't even make weight. He's been working for a minute to make weight. So.
All right, so you don't plan that. Well, I want to know, is this going to be the most dangerous Gervonta Davis we've seen yet? Because you said you got a lot built up. You're going to take it out on him.
So I hope he's prepared. He's been training hard. So tomorrow is going to be a great night for boxing.
I agree with that. Now, I know you bring out some of the biggest rap artists in the game when you walk to the ring. Who's walking with you to the ring tomorrow night?
I turn in or be here tomorrow to see.
Can you give the fans a hint and say what city is he from?
We report at 7 o'clock at night. Can't do that.
All right, we're going to be looking forward to that. And I also want to know, you've been out 14 months. Have you been practicing that backflip?
Yeah.
Hey! Love it. Good luck to you tomorrow night. Everyone, Gervonta Davis!
Thank you, everyone, for your attendance. That's the main event of the evening. WBA Lightweight World Title and a big night of action taking place. Pay-per-view begins at 5 p.m. It's Premier Boxing Champions presents PBC pay-per-view on Prime. We'll see you then, everybody. See you tomorrow night.
Fighters and your camp, only one representative from your camp allowed on the stage while you're weighing in.
I don't know. You got a bit on the front. That's what he's doing.
Tank, what can you say about your experience under the lights with Southpaws, and how is this getting prepared for this Southpaw different from your other fights?
I mean, Southpaw, the only thing I fought,
All right, everyone, welcome to the weigh-in for Fist of Fury tomorrow night right here at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel.
Can you talk about the danger of fighting Southpaw, though? Like, for the people who may not know?
I think Southpaw people is harder to fight than Orthodox.
Why is that?
There's not too many of them. So, I ain't gonna lie, there's a lot of Southpaws coming from the amateurs now. A lot of amateurs in Southpaw. I don't know why they probably training them.
So I'm gonna start training my son. He's grade 5, so I can get into a Southpaw then. Gervonta, just one from you. You had Frank Martin, you saw him in the face-off. Could you just sense he was a little bit nervous, his body language probably gave you that he was starting it? Frank Martin, when you had the face-off, could you just sense that he was nervous, or just a little anxious, maybe?
Like he jittery. I don't know, he probably, but that's probably just him, though, so I can't just think that he's nervous. I don't know. I gotta wait till I get in there with him and see it.
What were you just talking about in the back of the podium?
I feel as though, like, a lot of people was like, it was a lot of people behind that stuff. I feel as though. I'm not trying to throw nobody under the bus and none of that, but I feel as though it was a lot of bull crap with that.
You and Frank said that you guys were talking shit. What were you saying to him?
Huh?
What were you guys saying? What were you saying to Frank when you were talking shit to him behind the podium? Pretty much the whole press conference. But what was the funniest thing you said to him that he reacted?
I'm sorry. Him training that night. He training that night. And I know when he trained, when he sparred,
During the press conference, he said to him when he was on the mic.
he hit for a check.
So what did he say?
And he don't even like that. He don't like that.
Did you think he was nervous when he flinched when you shot at him in the face off, or do you think that was just him being like
he was
reflexive?
He was
He was nervous.
Who's doing a random drug test for this fight?
Huh?
Who's doing a random drug test for this fight?
Not Vada. It's somebody else for the Olympics.
Wada?
Usada?
Yeah, probably them. I think it's them.
Now I want to ask you about Adrian Broner. How proud are you of him fighting the whole fight with one hand? He got hit.
Oh yeah. For sure. That's always will be big bro. Adrian, you know what I mean? Gonna be Adrian. I think he said something like he texted me and said he like he hurt his arm. Hopefully he come back to the gym and stay focused and go on with his career. That setback ain't nothing. It wasn't a bad performance. If he just come back quicker and stay on his game, he'll get better and better.
You're first Ramadan. How was your first Ramadan experience?
It was cool because I normally don't eat like in the morning anyway. Like it's hard for me because I'm a night guy, so I go to sleep. I'll go to sleep at 5 in the morning. Sleep all day.
So it's nothing. Do you go by Abdul
What do you think about the?
Okay.
Devontae, what do you think about possibly the Turkey trying to make a boxing league? You know how we have the NBA, NFL. He's trying to do a boxing league. What do you think about that? What do you think about the Turkey, His Excellency deciding he's trying to make a boxing league overall? Just trying to make it just all the companies come together, all promotions as just one. What do you think about that? You think it's a possibility?
That would never happen because everybody don't agree with me.
You don't think it'll happen?
Not on the same page. Everybody not on the same page. I would have been that.
Tank, you once mentioned that your hit list consisted of Devin, Loma, and Shakur. Is that still the same hit list, or have it changed?
Every year, anybody at 135. It's not that.
Are you interested in being undisputed at 135?
Devontae, he doesn't like body shots. Should we expect a body shot? Stop it. If so, could you tell us around?
I don't know. Probably like the 8th or 9th round.
2 more minutes.
Your mind is set. You're the favorite.
Saying he wobbled your legs and sparred, bro.
I don't know. He's crazy. He been running with that story for so long. He never wobbled. He just caught me with a good shot. You know why he caught me with a good shot? Because they was like we had to make him get in the ring. Like he didn't want to spar. So once he didn't want to spar, and him being a southpaw, I didn't know my head enough. He just caught me with a good shot. Why you saying he wasn't like that? Like when I caught him with a good shot, it hurt him, and he wound up jumping out the ring. So he ain't say no shit like that.
How does it feel? Anything new or surprise out of this week?
I mean, just a sharp great performance.
What goes through your mind when you hit someone and you see them go to sleep? When you hit someone and you see them go to sleep, what goes through your mind?
I did it again. Look at for me, looking good right now, man.
Tank, what is it? Tank, what is it?
Man, he's looking good. He's looking sharp.
I know.
Okay, for me, I can tell you something. For me, you are the perfect fight too. If you take your skill set, any weight class, who would beat you? What do you say about that?
Skill.
Yeah, I'm definitely confident.
Tank, what is it? When you say you're the face of boxing, what does that mean to you? When you say you're the face of boxing, what does that mean to you?
Face of boxing, it just mean everything, to be honest. That's where I came from and what, like, you know, I mean, been doing it for so long now, you know what I mean? So to get to this level, it feel like I'm here. Now I just gotta carry on and like get over that hump type.
You're a big basketball fan. Jerry West passed away today, the logo of the NBA.
Oh yeah.
What do you think? What would you say?
To that guy, to him, condolences out to his family and things like that.
You obviously seem in a really good mood today. You know, doing your thing on the stage, cracking jokes. Are you happier today than you were yesterday with the way the promo's going?
Is it a trick question?
When people ask you if you want to be a legend, you say that where I come from, I'm already a legend. Explain that.
I mean, I still gotta build on this thing. Like, I'm thinking of where I came from, but in the sport, I feel as though like they're gonna say that anyway because I'm not done yet. So I just gotta keep winning and winning and win until my career over.
So, what do you mean that you're already a legend? Like, explain that part.
Cause I didn't beat, like, you know what I mean? And not, I wouldn't say I didn't beat because I'm still trying to embarrass and things like that. I feel as though like I beat like the circumstance I was in, like my background and things like that. I'm trying to like better myself as I'm going on and on. You know what I mean? I got kids now and things like that. So I feel as though like I feel as though I'm already.
So you cracked Kenny's rib. You cracked Kenny's rib. What's the worst injury you gave to Calvin? You cracked his rib, Kenny. What's the worst injury you gave Calvin Ford?
Hit that boy on the jaw. I mean that man on the jaw.
What happened with your apartment?
Man, 8 rounds.
Javante.
What happened?
Second fight with people Cruz.
Yeah, I fight.
What happened with your apartment? Oh, go ahead.
Talk about being the face of
the houses you bought in Baltimore. But answer his question that you rehab.
They getting work on now,
so because I know someone put on fire, assholes.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, but it's
good.
Javante, you talk about being the face of boxing. We weren't able to make the grand arrivals yesterday. I know sometimes like Canelo, I'm sure he doesn't want to go to the arrivals, doesn't want to talk to us and all our questions, but is that part of the obligation of becoming just basically, missing the arrival yesterday, but is that part of the obligation of coming with being the face of boxing?
No,
okay?
No. I mean, that was just a decision I made, being mad and things like that, but probably to everybody that came out and didn't see me, make sure y'all come out. Matter of fact, I'm gonna stay after the fight and take pictures for a couple weeks, as long as I can.
Last question, guys. I know it's 2 different sports.
What's the headline the day after your fight with Frank Martin?
The headline? Oh, he was such a great boxer. But then he put that power on that boy, and then it was over.
3-division champion and one of the biggest names in sports, Gervonta Tank Davis, is about 48 hours from fight night with Frank Martin. The fight is going down June 15th at the MGM Grand in Vegas. It's airing pay-per-view on Amazon Prime. Frank Martin, one of the best 135 pounders in the world, 18-0, no knockouts. Frank, a southpaw, just like Lomachenko, just like Shakur. They're 2 champions at the 135 division. I asked Tank about fighting Loma. He says the fight will only last a couple rounds. In this video, as I'm interviewing Tank in Vegas, fans keep stopping Tank for pictures. And Tank accommodates. You won't see this video anywhere else. Gervonta Davis on the eve of his fight with Frank Martin. The entire world is tuning in. Check it out. Behind the scenes with Gervonta Tank Davis.
You started rehydration clause. Everyone complained.
Yeah.
Now everyone's copying you. How does that make you feel? You're a trendsetter.
I mean, I think it's good for the sport, because a lot of people be coming in way too over the weight class they fight. Like that's dangerous, correct? And it's just a brutal sport. Like people be getting killed in this sport like that.
Another thing
a lot of people be cheating.
Tank, how does it feel to walk around with like 6-7 bodyguards?
It's cool.
gentlemen, here is Errol the True Spencer Jr.
I'm happy to be here. What y'all laughing at?
You want to shake your head?
No, I can't talk, man. He can talk. You know, it's just about all he can do. But come Saturday night, I guarantee you, Frank gonna put on a great show and a great performance. He's ready for this moment. He's been ready for this moment for a long time. And Tank gave him an opportunity. So come Saturday night, I guarantee he's gonna put on a great show and a great performance and show everybody why he is the best 135 pounder in the world and the new WBA welterweight champion in the world, Frank Martin. We're gonna give you a Father's Day gift on Saturday night.
Excuse me, sorry, excuse me.
Y'all even like each other though. Done. What's your name, man?
Have a nice week out with your people. Y'all all stepping, huh?
What Derek got, man? Hey, Frank, he don't like me. He don't like me. Frank, he don't like me.
What do you mean?
I love lemon. I don't like fruit. Yo, Earl, my boy though. I ain't gonna tell y'all what he told me on the phone though. I ain't gonna tell y'all that. I ain't gonna. That I'm gonna kick Frank ass and you only here for the money. Yeah. I got the picture. I got the record. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna fuck up our first year. I ain't gonna do that.
How do you feel about Ryan Garcia picking you to knock him out? Huh? Ryan Garcia picked you to knock out Frank.
Yeah, but he said I don't got power.
No, he knows.
Right. He is ass. We probably fight again, right?
That'll be a major fight.
I'm going up for it.
Did you invite him to the fight? Is he coming?
Fuck him. Say no. He can
So if Ryan Garcia fights Earl Spence, who wins?
I don't know, man. You gotta see how my boy look. Don't you got a fight coming up?
Oh, from Dora.
The Buffalo at 143, August.
I think so. October. Like, maybe Dallas, Texas. So I go to different gyms. There's a guy that comes up to me at a gym and he shows me his phone that he wants to bet you $250,000 over this fight.
You want to bet me?
Yeah.
$200,000?
$250,000, $250,000.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he has like a pocket.
That's like 141.8.
He wanted to bet 50 and you said, I don't do little money.
Nah. He trying to back out or some shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Loyalty is the number one thing people can't buy, and there's not enough of it. Yeah. The loyalty you showed Adrian is a whole nother level. Because you're a superstar now, made weight easy, you look good.
I got it. Turn around one time.
Now, Tank, you may be fighting four southpaws in a row now. Frank Martin southpaw, Shakur southpaw, Loma southpaw, and then his Ukrainian other champ is a southpaw.
Oh, yeah.
Tank, if you do fight Loma, how long does it last? All right, you heard Gervonta Davis. He said a couple rounds. By the way, speaking of Ryan, think Haney can ever come back from that whooping?
Yeah, he's young. When you're young, you heal faster and things like that. Hopefully he can come back. So that was a ass whooping. And the crazy thing is how he went about the fight. Like saying how he was do something successful.
C-level fighter.
All that stuff he said and backfired.
What do you think of the video where they compared you against Ryan to Devin and Ryan? You saw that, I'm sure. They did an edit. You against Ryan, when you go under him, then
He thought he could sit there with somebody like, the guy, that's his best punch, and he sat there right with him. Like he didn't move his feet not one bit.
29-0, 27-0. When I tell people you're the pound-for-pound king of boxing, everyone gets mad at me from the media. The fans love the media. Why is the media so upset?
I don't know. They want to push who they like, who, and not what the real shit. You feel me? Real shit.
You can't teach intelligence. You have it, or you don't. You have it. People don't give you the credit. Why is that? You proven it. 3-division champ.
They just see the knockout.
And Tank, all the people who love you and support you, millions around the world who are excited that you're fighting. What do you tell your fans, people who love you?
Over 159.8 pounds.
You're obviously, for me, the pound-for-pound king. Who do you think in any division, who would give you the toughest fight? Like, would it be like Usyk? Would it be Canelo? Would it be Inoue? Like,
Let me see. Damn, I don't know. I don't know.
So, for you right now, who's your top 5?
I said
Inoue. Okay. Usyk 2, Inoue 3, Crawford, and then Canelo, Benavidez.
Oh yeah, Canelo, Benavidez, yeah. I can't.
Yeah, you have to put 6.
Too many damn good fighters.
Good to see you. What have you been up to?
Busy, man.
Busy's good. Congratulations on the street.
Cruiserweight out, 10 rounds at 200 pounds. Please welcome to the stage the former 2-time champion.
How's it going? Excuse me, sorry.
How excited are you? You had your first fight at MGM September of 2015. Now, 9 years ago, once again, you're headlining. But what does it mean for you to be a part of the 100th championship fight night at the MGM Grand Garden Arena? Tell me about the press conference. You guys are going back and forth, and I loved it, but tell us, for the fans that were checking it out, what did you take away from today's press conference?
What's up, Ellie? What's up, baby? Nice to see you, man. You look good, man.
All right, once again, 10 rounds in the cruiserweight division. On the scales now, the former 2-time world champion, ranked number 1 in the world, Uefa.
Gavin, I feel it. I feel the energy. I feel Vegas.
Feel it?
Feel it.
The 100th fight. They need to be talking about the 100th fight. This is historical.
Right there on the wall.
Starting goes 199.8 pounds. Now onto the scales from Sonoma, Mexico, Alan Capa.
Well, your words not mine.
On and Ewame is
as we look ahead towards Saturday night,
Gamma also 98.8. Gamma 98.8.
I got you out.
Who said that? I said that.
Why do you have a pen?
Anywhere you go, you sell. Well, this could be
All right, we're going to weigh in some big boys now. 8 rounds in the heavyweight division. Please welcome to the scales from Miami, by way of Germany, Christian, the Hurricane, Todd.
Before I let you go, I know you're very proud of where you're from, Baltimore, Maryland. They've been with you since day one before anybody else. What do you want to tell the fans specifically in Baltimore?
Christian Dunn, 275 pounds. And now on the scale, all the way from Nigeria, Honorable Erwame. And one man 226.8 pounds. Fernandez and Vasquez, you're next.
Nobody talks about the 100th fight at the MGM. We're going to see greatness that night. It's about the fight. It ain't about the champion. It's about the fight. That's all I care about, the fight. Come that night, I want people to leave this show, watch the show, and sit there and say to themselves like they came from a karate movie. I want to fight just like Tank. I want to be just like Tank. Because we're going to put that work in. Darn. We've been friends for years. Nah, we've been friends for years. This claim, this good. Hey, come with it, please. I need that button push. I need you to push his button. Because I haven't seen it yet. I know what's under this hood. And they ain't been pushing it. Everybody, it's a button. It's a button. Push. You know what I'm saying? You can only take him so far. You can only take him so far. Martin, I see you that night, baby. Please push them buttons. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I need, know why? I'm trying. It's nothing personal with you. You just in the way. You squeeze to the grass. You're where you're supposed to be because your Lord let you be here. But guess what? You're here for a reason. And that's the night we must show the world what Tank Davis really is. Thank you.
Some blockouts, championship events, and on pay-per-view, but what have you been telling Frank in regards to preparing for this moment, fighting here in Las Vegas, being the main event?
I don't like none of me getting in the chat.
Shut your ass up. Talk way too
On the scales first, from Cuba, the undefeated Yosera Napoli.
Who you backing up with? Who you backing up with? Yeah, you heard.
Napoli is 134.8 pounds.
I don't fight nobody.
Next up to the scales, Whiskey
You here for a check?
You here for a check?
Tisne, you're next.
She got me fucked up.
So
you here for a check?
Garcia,
what have you been telling Frank in preparation for this fight?
Just stay focused, stay hungry, stay dedicated. And it's all about the grind. That's what he's been doing. That's how he get to this point.
We're seeing that Gervonta is, he's certainly very vocal. And you mentioned when you were bringing up, when you were talking to Frank Martin, I want him to push the button. Has the button been pushed?
Nope, not yet.
Wait a minute, with all the talk. He said he clipped you.
He ain't clipped shit. He don't even got that much power to clip nothing. What are you talking about? Bum ass nigga. My bad.
Gervonta, where do you feel, has he gotten under your skin Or is it just, I mean, when you fake that, when you fake tough,
We're actually going to weigh in Abu Dhabi at 95.
Fake ass tough action. What are you talking about? See, just like you said that lame shit. Oh, you from the suburbs? I'm from the damn suburbs. You sound like fucking bozo. Talking about I'm from the
look how you talking. You sound like a bozo.
Clown.
Derek James, the trainer of Frank Martin. Derek, you grab one of the microphones over here. But training camp, obviously, has this been the best that you've ever seen, Frank? And with this, you know, I'm sensing some tension up here. Do you like that with your fighter? Does that motivate him? Is that fuel? You know, your thoughts on that?
You know, we had a good camp. I think that you got to be able to, use that as fuel for fire. And we need to use that for fuel for fire. And,
All right, next we're going to weigh in the 4-rounder at 147 pounds. Please welcome to the scales from Miami, Florida, Officer Abu Dhabi.
Again, the undefeated lightweight contender here is Frank the Ghost Martin.
What's up, everybody, man? I appreciate everybody coming out. Hey, I appreciate everybody coming out to support the fight. You know what I mean?
June 15th is going down.
You know what I mean? We here. You know, like I said once before, appreciate Tank giving me this opportunity to come with his ass. He ain't been in there with nobody like me. I'm coming different. You know, when you say, Kyle, when you say push them buttons, I'm gonna push every button that he got on his ass. Every one. So June 15th, y'all, come out and expect a good fight. You know what I mean? Let's get it.
All right.
147.4 pounds.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring up, when it comes to his debut here, back at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Tank, I don't even know if you've done so many events, but I don't know if you remember this. It goes back to September 12, 2015. You made your debut here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena, knocking out Ricky Dulé. That is how long you've been fighting and campaigning and showcasing your talent here at this iconic venue that is the MGM Grand Garden Arena. When it comes to this man, there are 3 E's that I like to categorize the champion. 1, he's electrifying, because that's what he does arenas around the world. He's excited. And when you see him main event with his walkout, I'm looking forward to your walkout, because I know it's going to be special. Inside the ring, it's going to be a battle between 2 outstanding fighters, but also exhilarating, exciting, electrifying, and exhilarating. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome 29-0, 27 knockouts, the 5-time 3-division world champion from Baltimore, Maryland, having most recently stopped Ryan Garcia in a super fight in April of last year, the reigning, defending WBA lightweight champion of the world. Here is Gervonta Davis.
No, sure. I just want to thank everybody for coming out, the media, the MGM for holding this fight, my personal team, Al Heyman, Amazon Prime, just everybody that played a big factor. I guess them too, but.
All right.
Just
last round we're going to weigh in.
This Saturday is going to be a great fight.
Scheduled for 10 rounds.
Don't get no popcorn, don't get no juice, don't get nothing. Just make sure you're not there, because
Silver International Super Featherweight title.
Time now, so I just want to come out and give a great performance. That's my give back to the fans and everybody that played a part of this event. So I see you on Saturday night. Thank you. He was shaking.
He was shaking, so you're seeing him move a little bit? You think he's a little bit apprehensive?
He said 128.8 pounds.
He
he's shaking up there talking, so I know that.
We're running to the extra room. It is en route and she'll weigh in when she gets here.
I'm so scared.
It's gonna show. Don't worry about it. It's gonna show.
I'm so scared as hell.
I know. Yeah, front runner. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, that's
Front
right.
runner.
That's right.
Tank, do you think your experience, because you have been main eventing pay-per-view after pay-per-view all over the United States and really making some huge gauge pay-per-views, et cetera, that your experience is going to play a factor in this fight?
Of course.
Hell.
Of course. Of course.
Hell.
Of course. Don't worry about it. He'll see Saturday. It ain't even hit him yet. I'm telling you. It's gonna hit him though.
It ain't gonna hit him.
It's definitely, especially when I touch you. Definitely when I touch you.
And you gonna get touched too. So what did you say?
If you can touch me.
What about if you could touch me?
Bro.
All right, that'll do it for the weigh-in. Once again, doors are open at 3 o'clock tomorrow right here at the Seminole Casino. First fight at 3:30.
What is called that we just had?
And if you're not local, you can watch the fight starting at 6 p.m. on John.
You know what? You've been working your ass off. Let me tell you why. You working your ass off. You ain't really got to see too much of you.
World champion. You don't want to miss this event. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Working your ass off.
I work hard every time though. Stupid. They don't know I work hard in the gym and I watch them.
Hey, you been watching me about a year.
Don't know that.
You been watching me about a year. People been watching me about a year.
I haven't been watching you for a year.
All right.
It's not good enough for me to watch you for a year.
Okay. That's how I haven't been seeing you like that. You've been grinding. You've been working.
That concludes the weigh-in show. The weigh-in. We'll see you tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Live on DonKing.com, ShoreTV.com pay-per-view. 5 big fights, 3 o'clock here live at the Seminole. 6 o'clock we go live on pay-per-view. We'll see you tomorrow night for Broner against Cobb.
That's cool.
Frank all over on the pay-per-view many times over again. And he's done it here in Las Vegas as well. So massive.
I don't know. It's
fighters.
you gotta bet on the front. That's what it's doing.
Tank, what can you say about your experience under the lights with Southpaws, and how is this getting prepared for this Southpaw different from your other fights?
I mean, Southpaw, I don't think I fought like, I don't even know how many Southpaws I fought. I probably fought like 2 or 3.
Can you talk about the danger of fighting a Southpaw though? Like for the people who may not know,
I think Southpaw people is harder to fight than Orthodox fighters.
Why is that?
There's not too many of them. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of Southpaws coming from the amateurs now. A lot of amateurs in Southpaw. I don't know why, they probably training them.
So I'm gonna start training my son. He's ready to fight, so I should put him into a Southpaw then. Javante, just one from me real quick. You had Frank Martin, you saw him face off. Could you sense he was a little bit nervous? His body language probably gave you that he was nervous? Frank Martin, when you had the face off, could you just sense that he was nervous? Was he just a little anxious? Maybe
I don't know, he probably, but that's probably just him though, so I can't just think that he's like nervous. I don't know. I gotta wait till I get in there with him and see what, you know what I mean?
What were you guys talking about in the back of the podium?
You said you never use violence again after Ryan took the child.
I feel as though like a lot of people was like, there was a lot of people behind that stuff. I feel as though. I'm not trying to throw nobody under the bus and all that, but I feel as though there's a lot of bull crap with that.
You and Frank said that you guys were talking shit. What were you saying to him?
Huh?
What were you guys saying? What were you saying to Frank when you were talking shit to him behind the podium? Pretty much the whole press conference.
They're trying to get it.
I know. But what was the funniest thing you said to him that he reacted?
I'm sorry. Him training at night. He was training at night. And I know when he trains, when he spar, who he spars, everything.
What were you telling Earl?
What I was telling him. When?
During the press conference, you said to him when he was on the mic.
He here for a check.
So what did he say?
And he don't even like that. He don't like that.
Did you think he was nervous when he flinched when you shot at him in the face off, or do you think that was just him being like he was reflexive?
He was
nervous.
Who's doing a random drug test for this fight?
Huh?
Who's doing a random drug test for this fight?
Not Vada. It's somebody else for the Olympics.
Wada?
USADA? Yeah, probably not. I think it's not.
Now I want to ask you about Adrian Broner. How proud are you of him fighting the whole fight with one hand? He got hit.
Oh yeah. For sure. It's always will be big bro. Adrian, you know what I mean? Gonna be Adrian. I think he said something like he texted me and said he hurt his arm when he
shoulder and his
hopefully he come back to the gym and stay focused and go on with his career. That setback ain't nothing. I mean, it wasn't a bad performance. If he just come back quicker and stay on his game, he'll get better and better.
You did your first Ramadan. How was your first Ramadan experience?
It was cool because I normally don't eat like in the morning anyway. Like it's hard for me because I'm a night guy, so I'll go to sleep. I'll go to sleep at 5 in the morning. Sleep all day.
So it's nothing. Do you go by
Javante, what do you think about the?
Okay. Just for that.
Javante, what do you think about possibly Turkey's trying to make a boxing league? You know how we have the NBA, NFL. He's trying to do a boxing league. What do you think about that? What do you think about the Turkey, His Excellency in Saudi, who's trying to make a boxing league overall? Just trying to make it just all the companies come together, all promotions as just one. What do you think about that? You think it's a possibility?
That would never happen because everybody don't agree.
You don't think it'll happen?
They're not on the same page. Everybody not on the same page. That would have been happening.
Tank, you once mentioned that your hit list consisted of Devin, Loma, and Shakur. Is that still the same hit list, or have it changed?
It's anybody at 135. It's not that.
Are you interested in being undisputed at 135?
Javante, he doesn't like body shots. Should we expect a body shot? Stoppage? And if so, could you tell us around? We know it's early, but we want to know the round.
I don't know. Probably like the 8th or 9th round.
You're minus 700. You're the favorite.
I don't know. He's crazy. He's been running with that story for so long. He never wobbled me. He just caught me with a good shot. You know why he caught me with a good shot? Because they was like we had to make him get in the ring. Like we didn't want to spar. So once he didn't want to spar, like once we got in the ring, I jumped on him. And him being a southpaw, I didn't move my head or nothing. I was just going to go after him. He just caught me with a good shot. Why didn't say nothing what happened after that? Like when I caught him with a good shot, I hurt him, and he wound up jumping out the ring. And he didn't say no shit like that.
How does it feel?
Anything you were surprised at reading this
Just a sharp, great performance.
What goes through your mind when you hit someone and you see them go to sleep?
Huh?
When you hit someone and you see them go to sleep, what goes through your mind?
I did it again. Look at
I gotta ask you this. For me,
looking good right now, man.
Tank, what is it? Tank, what is it?
Man, we going listen, man. He looking good. He looking sharp.
I know.
Okay, for me, I'm gonna tell you something. For me, you are the pound for pound king because if you take your skill set at any weight class, who would beat you? What do you say about that?
Skill.
I'm definitely down.
Tank, what is it? When you say you're the face of boxing, what does that mean to you? When you say you're the face of boxing, what does that mean to you?
Face of boxing, it just I mean everything, to be honest. That's where I came from and what, like, you know, I've been the daughter for so long now, you know what I mean? So to get to this level, it feels like I'm here. Now I just gotta carry on and like get over that hump. Like,
You're a big basketball fan. Jerry West passed away today, the logo of the NBA.
Oh yeah.
What do you think? So what do you say?
To him, condolences out to his family and things like that.
Tank, you obviously seem in a really good mood today. You doing your thing on the stage, cracking jokes. Are you happier today than you were yesterday with the way the promo's going?
Is this a trick question?
When people ask you if you want to be a legend, and you say that where I come from, I'm already a legend. Explain that.
I mean, people. it's still, I still got to build on this thing. Like, I'm thinking of where I came from and things like that. But in the sport, I feel as though, like, they're going to say that anyway because I'm not done yet. So I just got to keep winning and winning and winning until my career over.
But what do you mean that you're already a legend? Like, explain that part.
Because I didn't beat, like, you know what I mean? Not, I wouldn't say I didn't beat because I'm still, like, trying to prevail and things like that. But I feel as though, like, I beat, like, the circumstance I was in, like, my background and things like that. I'm trying to, like, better myself as I'm going on and on. You know what I mean? I got kids now, things like that. So I feel as though, like, I feel as though I'm already like,
so you cracked Kenny's rib. You cracked Kenny's rib. What's the worst injury you gave to Calvin? You cracked his rib, Kenny. What's the worst injury you gave Calvin Ford?
Hit that boy on the jaw. I met that man on the jaw.
What happened with your apartment?
Man, 8 rounds.
What happened?
Yeah, I fight.
What happened with your apartment? Oh, go ahead.
Talk about being the face of
my apartment.
The houses you bought in Baltimore. But answer his question that you rehabbed.
They getting worked on now, so we.
Because I know someone put on fire, assholes.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, but it's
good.
Gervonta, you know, you talk about being the face of boxing. You weren't able to make the grand arrivals yesterday. I know sometimes, like Canelo, I'm sure he doesn't want to go to the arrivals, doesn't want to talk to us and all our questions, but is that part of the obligation of becoming just basically, you know, missing the arrival yesterday, but is that part of the obligation of coming with being the face of boxing?
No,
is that, okay?
No. I mean, that was just a decision I made, being mad and things like that, but probably to everybody that came out and didn't see me, make sure y'all come out. Matter of fact, I'm going to stay after the fight and take pictures with a couple of people, as long as I can.
Last question. I know it's 2 different sports.
Rolando Rolly. So, would you say that this is the second most passionate and emotional, not emotional, but, you know, fuel that you've had heading into a fight? Or couple? I watched Mario fight.
Producing the defending world champion from Baltimore, ready to get started a little bit early. First, let's bring them to the scale. 135 pounds is the weight limit for the WBA Lightweight Championship of the world. First, ladies and gentlemen, undefeated with a record of 18 wins, no losses, and 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the undefeated all-action challenger introducing Frank, the Ghost Martin. Into the scale. He's record 29 wins, no losses, 27 knockouts to his credit. One of boxing's pound for pound superstars, the defending WBA lightweight champion of the world, Gervonta the Tank Davis. Championship of the World.
The promotion today was insane.
That was a very intense stare down. Can you tell the fans what was being said right there?
We just both ready. You know, we ready for tomorrow. I'm stepping on his ass tomorrow, period.
Do you enjoy being the underdog in all this, and does it give you extra motivation?
I love it. I love it. I'm so happy that there's so many people in this arena that's sleeping on me. It's a blessing. You know what I mean? I'm a dog and I'm coming out on top. I don't give a damn who he is. I'm coming out on top tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, you have the opportunity to change your life if you win this fight. How surreal is this moment for you?
This everything. You know, this moment right here, you know what I mean? If y'all see me get emotional in that ring tomorrow after I get that dub, it's from all the hard work that I've put in, all the sacrifices. You know what I mean? I'm coming out on top tomorrow, so just know that.
Good luck. Thank you so much. That's a very focused Frank Martin, everybody. Now I'll head over to Gervonta Davis. The WBA lightweight champion of the world, Gervonta Davis. Your face-offs are always intense, and I saw you even went over there and said a little something to him in the beginning. Is that something you plan, or you just kind of feel it in the moment?
I couldn't hear you, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I'll say it again. I saw you walk over there earlier and say something to Frank Martin, and your face-offs are always kind of fun. Is that something you plan, or do you just feel that in the moment?
I'm just getting in his head. He can't even make weight. He's been working for a minute to make weight, so.
All right, so you don't plan that. Well, I want to know, is this going to be the most dangerous Gervonta Davis we've seen yet? Because you said you've got a lot built up. You're going to take it out on him.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy out there. So I hope he's prepared and hope he's been training hard. So tomorrow is going to be a great night for the sport of boxing.
I agree with that. Now, I know you bring out some of the biggest rap artists in the game when you walk to the ring. Who's walking with you to the ring tomorrow night?
Got turned in or be here tomorrow to see.
Can you give the fans a hint and say what city is he from?
Can't do that. Can't do it.
All right, well, we're going to be looking forward to that. And I also want to know, you've been out 14 months. Have you been practicing that backflip?
Yeah. Want to see?
Hey! Love it. Good luck to you tomorrow night. Everyone, Gervonta Davis!
How does he do with Fundora? So what did he say?
What's done?
What's the name? Did you think he was nervous when you flinched, when you shot at him in the face up? Or do you think that was just him being reflexive?
I got that, man. Hey, Frank, he don't like me. He don't like me. Frank, he don't like me. Shut up. I love him, man. I don't like force.
I want to ask you, like, how proud are you of him fighting a whole fight with one hand? Got it.
Yo, Earl, my boy, though. I ain't gonna tell y'all what he told me on the phone, though. I ain't gonna tell y'all that. He said something like, "I'm gonna kick Frank ass and you only here for the money." Yeah. I got it. I got the picture. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Let's go fuck up our friendship. I ain't gonna do that. Stay on the game. Get better and better.
How do you feel about Ryan Garcia picking you to knock him out?
How was your first round?
Ryan Garcia picked you to knock out Frank.
Yeah, but he said I don't got power.
No, he knows. He knows.
Like, in the morning, he is there. We probably fight again, right?
That'll be a major fight.
I'll go to sleep at 5. I'll fight him at 40.
Did you invite him to the fight? Is he coming?
Okay. Just for that.
His Excellency decided to try to make the boxing trying to make it just all the companies get together off promoting so it's just one. What do you think about that?
Tank, you just mentioned that your hit list consisted of Devin, Dome, and Shakur. Is that still the same list, or have it changed?
Do you ever find the glasses?
Are you interested
Yeah,
in being
I know.
undisputed at 135?
Well, Tank, the promotion today was insane. Tell me about that.
It was great. It was great today. All love, you know what I mean? It been great. It been great. So,
what?
I'll be up.
Do you train at night? Like, are you a late night trainer guy?
Yeah, I train sometimes. Well, the beginning of camp, I was training early, but once I get close to the fight, I train late.
Is he the opponent that has talked the most so far? Is he past like Broly?
No.
He didn't talk a lot? Do you see anything in his eyes right now in the face-off?
He's scared.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. It just, you got a bit on the front. That's what he's doing.
Tank, what can you say about your experience under the lights with the Southpaws, and how is this getting prepared for this Southpaw different from your other fights?
I mean, Southpaw, I don't even think I fought, like, I don't even know how many Southpaws I fought. I probably fought, like, probably 2 or 3. But,
Can you talk about the danger of fighting the Southpaw, though? Like, for the people who may not know?
I think Southpaw people is harder to fight than Orthodox fighters.
Why is that?
There's not too many of them. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of Southpaws coming from the amateurs. A lot of amateurs is Southpaw. I don't know why, they probably training them.
So I'm gonna start training my son. He's very fast, so I should come into a Southpaw then. Javante, just wait for me. You had Ray Martin, you saw him in the face-off. When you say you're since he's a little bit nervous, body language probably gave you that.
But I said it again, my bad.
Frank Martin, when you had the face-off, did you just sense that he was nervous?
Yeah, he looked like he jittery. I don't know, he probably, but that's probably just him though, so I can't just think that he's like nervous. I don't know. I gotta wait till I get in there with him and see what, you know what I mean?
What were you guys talking about in the back of the podium?
You said you'll never use violence again after Ryan took the power.
I feel as though, like, a lot of people was like, it was a lot of people behind us. I'm not trying to throw nobody under the bus or none of that. I feel as though there was a lot of bull crap with that.
You and Frank said that you guys were talking shit. What were you saying to him? What were you guys saying? What were you saying to Frank when you were talking shit to him behind the podium? Pretty much the whole press conference.
They're trying to get in his head.
No. But what was the funniest thing you said to him that he reacted?
Him training that night. He be training that night. And I know when he trained, when he spar, who he spar, everything.
What were you telling Earl?
Keep winning. What I was telling Earl? Win.
During the press conference, you said something when he was on the mic.
He here for a check.
So what did he say?
And he don't even like him. don't like that beat.
Did you think he was nervous when he flinched when you shot at him in the face off, or do you think that was just him being like he was reflexive? He was nervous.
He doesn't like it.
Huh? Not Vada. It's somebody else for the Olympics.
Wada?
Usada?
Usada.
So you cracked Kenny's rib? Now I want to ask you about Adrian Broner. How proud are you of him fighting the whole fight with one hand? He got hit.
Oh, yeah,
you cracked his rib, Kenny.
For sure.
What's the worst?
Always will be big bro. Adrian, you know what I mean? Gonna be Adrian. I think he said something like he texted me and said he heard his arm,
his shoulder and his elbow.
Hopefully he can come back to the gym and stay focused and go on with his career. That setback ain't nothing. You know what I mean? It wasn't a bad performance. You know what I mean? I think though, if he just come back quicker and stay on his game, he'll get better and better.
You did your first Ramadan. How was your first Ramadan experience?
It was cool because I normally don't eat like in the morning anyway. Like it's hard for me because I'm a night guy, so I go to sleep. I'll go to sleep at 5 in the morning, sleep all day.
So nothing. Do you go by Abdul Wahid? Okay. Just for that.
Possibly Turkey's trying to make a boxing league. You know how we have the NBA, NFL. He's trying to do a boxing league. What do you think about that? What do you think about the Turkey, His Excellency in Saudi, who's trying to make a boxing league overall? Just trying to make it just all the companies come together, all promotions, and it's just one. What do you think about that?
I mean, that would never happen because everybody don't agree on they're not on the same page. Everybody not on the same page. That would have been happened.
Tank, you once mentioned that your hit list consisted of Devin, Loma, and Shakur. Is that still the same hit list, or have it changed?
Anybody at 135, it's not that.
Are you interested in being undisputed at 135?
Gervonta, he doesn't like body shots. Should we expect a body shot at Stockbridge? And if so, could you tell us a round? We know it's early, but we want to know the round.
I don't know. Probably like 8th or 9th.
You're minus 700. You're the favorite.
Right, yeah. He's crazy. He's been running with that story for so long. He never wobbled. He just put me with a good shot. You know why he put me with a good shot? Because they was like we had to make him get in the ring. Like he didn't want to spar. So once he didn't want to spar, like once he got in the ring, I jumped on him. And him being a southpaw, I wasn't trying to move my head or nothing. I was just on him, like, go after him. He just took me with a good shot. I didn't say no what happened after. Like when I put him up with a good shot, it hurt me. And he wound up jumping out the ring.
How does it feel?
Nonsense. That's his nickname. Coach Cal gave him no nonsense, and he sticks to the plan.
What goes through your mind when you hit someone and you see them go to sleep? When you hit someone and you see them go to sleep, what goes through your mind?
I did it again.
now, I gotta ask you this. For me,
this is
John I gotta ask you this. For me,
joined by Coach Calvin Ford here. Fight week. It's a tank day.
For me, I'm gonna tell you something. For me,
it's a big one, and he's fighting Frank Martin this Saturday
any weight class
at the MGM live on Amazon Prime pay-per-view. Calvin, how are you finding the week? Another week.
When you say you're the face of boxing, what does that mean to you?
But the same. You know what I'm saying?
When you say you're the face of boxing, what does that mean to you?
Face of boxing is just
and
I mean everything, to be honest.
Just looking forward to it. I'm like a coach fan.
You know,
I'm a coach fan right
now. For so long, so to get to this level,
of boxers have that appeal to sort of casual fans. It takes
you're a big basketball fan. Jerry West passed away today.
Gervonta Davis has managed to appeal to that casual audience, in America, overseas. What do you think has been the key to that?
Because of his story.
You obviously seem in a really good mood today. You were doing your thing on the stage, cracking jokes. Are you happier today than you were yesterday with the way the promo's gone?
things that need to be brought forth so the world can see, understand what these individuals go through to perform for them.
You said during that documentary that Amazon put out that, you know, when Tank was incarcerated, that, coming out, that changes a person. Can you describe how that experience has impacted
They're
on
going to
Tank?
say that anyway because I'm not done yet. So
It gets real deep, especially when you're trying to do the best that you can in
What do you mean that you're already a legend? Like, explain that part.
Because
you do something that they treat you like you did something real bad. And I try to explain to them, I said, when an incident happened and you're being held accountable for it, and at the level that you at in sport, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people try to make an example out of people just to have that flex or their way of saying this happened.
You cracked Kenny's rib. You cracked Kenny's rib. What's the worst
From.
injury you
But
gave
at the
to
same
Calvin?
time, it was a bigger plan
You
for
cracked his
him
rib,
to actually
Kenny.
get in tune
What's the
with
worst
himself
injury you gave Calvin Ford?
and understand that it's just bigger than this. You know,
Hit
he
that
have
boy
a
on the
purpose,
jaw. I mean, that man on the
not
jaw.
just about the fight with his family, the business
What
side,
happened with your apartment?
explaining to the young youth that's coming behind him, that these trials and tribulations that you're going to go through, how you maneuver and how you navigate through.
What happened with your apartment? Oh, go ahead.
When, it's all said and done,
The
do you
houses
think,
you bought in Baltimore.
what do
But
you
answer his question,
think,
like
you know
you
Tank
rehab.
better than anyone, how do you
They
think
still- they get
he'll
work on now,
be
so-
remembered,
So, 'cause I
and
know
what do you
someone
think
put on fire.
will be next for him? Do you think he'll ever become maybe like a trainer like yourself, or help yourself out in the gym?
Well, I see glimpses of that. We was in the gym with Bro. We played little mind
Sometimes,
games.
like Canelo,
I was
I'm sure he
training
doesn't want to go to your
Broner, and he
rivals,
was
doesn't want
training
to talk to
one
us
of the
and all our
sparring
questions,
partners, you know what I'm
but
saying?
is that part of the
I seen
obligation
some
of
things
being
that he was trying to put holes
just
through what I
basically,
was doing
missing the
with
arrival
Broner and stuff,
yesterday, but is that part of the obligation
Tank
of
have a
coming
lot
with
of
being the face
avenues
of
that he
boxing?
can do a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? And just which one that he want to grab and take to.
being mad and things like that, but probably to
The
everybody
sky's the limit
that
right
came
now,
out,
because he
and
showed that
didn't see me.
anything is
Make sure
possible.
y'all come
You
out.
put the right people
Matter of fact,
around
I'm gonna stay after the
and
fight and take pictures for a couple
put that foot forward and go forward.
You mentioned off camera about, when you went to the UK, it's a number of years ago now, but do you think there's anyone in the UK that maybe Tank in the future would, a name that would appeal to him? I know Conor Benn's been mentioned before, Josh Taylor, anyone that you can think of, would any of those appeal?
Well, you have to wait and see the dynamics of the numbers. They're coming to iconic. That's how you make that yin and that yang. For them to meet, it's coming. It's coming. It's just one kid, that's going to actually step up and one force that's going to get behind that individual to make that happen.
Thank you, guys.
How many weights can Tank go up to? We've seen him at 140.
Looking at him.
Right, yeah.
You got Dallas?
Right now, he's a natural 135 fighter. You know what I'm saying? And he take care of his body. He probably can finish out at 47.
What do you make of his
I'm Ellie Setback reporting. But ESNewsReporting.com. I'm Ellie Setback reporting. ESNewsReporting.com. I'm Ellie Setback reporting.
It's here for a reason.
I said it before, Tank goes to the body like a Mexican.
So Ryan gotta watch out for those body shots?
Watch out for the body shots.
If I feel as though you faking it, I want to be the guy to show that you faking it.
It's a resume filled with garish neck twists and stone-cold shutoffs. Yet still, despite one of boxing's most harrowing track records, the ringside rhetorics and social media standoffs for Gervonta Davis continue.
I guess the only one that can really beat Tank is only me.
Stop ducking me and let's make the fight happen. Let's do this. Let's do this.
A new way and Gervonta Davis would be a big fight.
And whilst it's hard to tell which threats are genuine and which barks will actually bite,
In my opinion, in his opinion, he can beat each and every one of those guys out there. It's just a matter of us making the fight.
When you're provoking a deadly puncher with mean intentions, you'd better be careful what you wish for.
Tank had the heaviest punch that I've received. Like, he hit like a man.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see Tank in his return back to this wonderful sport. Again, everyone's been anticipating his return, and now they're going to get it on June the 15th.
But you did say, you know what, a lot of shit is built up, and I'm going to take it out on him.
But he's a 5-time 3-division world champion and the reigning and defending WBA lightweight champion of the world.
Approaching his 30th birthday, it's easy to forget that Tank has spent over 7 years as world champion.
There was a lot of people going against us, saying I lack in a sprint.
He is now boxing's youngest current world champion and the new.
You know, and I showed tonight I'm a dog, you know, and I will continue to be a dog.
And that some of those trademark demolitions and leaping lump hammers are now a decade old.
Growing up, I just knew that if I stay at it, keep out of trouble and things like that, I knew I was going to go far.
Call him the Tank for a reason. He just goes for it and rolls over guys.
And once I won my first national, I knew that I could be something in the sport of boxing.
The winner is in the blue corner, Devontae Davis.
7 years since Gervonta crossed the Atlantic to demolish Liam Walsh.
I'm just on a whole different level. You know, I feel like he was a lame man. You don't know what hard it is when he hits you.
The finisher here, and he puts him down with the left hand. The power of Davis.
5 since he picked apart Floyd's former protege in ATL.
I've faced guys that are bigger, stronger, that have had a lot more experience than he has. I've been able to beat those guys, so he's not bringing anything I haven't seen.
And 3 since he stepped up to make a statement at 140.
You'll find out come fight night, how much, the size difference can make, especially, with 2 weight classes.
Even though he knocked out Gamboa, but... You say I'm great, or I say I'm great, so it's time for me to prove it.
Anyone you admire?
I feel as though I got a lot more to improve. There's no limit. But as far as me, I just be whoever they put in front of me.
More recently, Davis's victories that have aged like fine wine.
Even though he didn't get the win, our star was born tonight.
Pitbull Cruz, who has since overcome Gamboa, Ramirez, and the unbeaten Cabrera before stopping Romero in 8.
I read a quote that you said it's going to be Rolly versus a Chihuahua. What do you mean by that?
Chihuahua, poodle. He kind of looks like a pug right now, so yeah, he's a little fat right now.
I completely understand, but you know what? Let him talk, because in the end, he's going to be the true Chihuahua, and he's the one that's going to end up crying.
And Ryan, putting good use to his 12-month comeback by beating a tough challenger in Oscar Duarte and then dominating Devin Haney in controversial fashion.
All that disrespect. Why? You can't stop it now.
Now, with a ghost on the horizon, but greatness on his mind, Gervonta Davis approaches the apex.
Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him, and I'm doing it at a young age. When Floyd was 29.
1 year age advantage for Duda, if you want to call it an advantage. The bottom line is they are both in the peak years of their careers.
You'll see, bro.
Yeah.
Baltimore native and boxing champ Gervonta Tank Davis is sent to jail less than a month after he was ordered to serve 3 months of home detention.
I saw during the press conference you were speaking about, prison, some setbacks, knowing yourself, getting knowledge yourself.
I've been off for a long time. I've been in jail. I've been on house arrest and things like that. I'm just happy to be back.
But you did say, you know what, a lot of is built up, and I'm going to take it out on him.
Littered with mistakes and bad decision-making, the journey, much like the man to his right at the Tank versus Frank press conference, has been somewhat forgiving for this Baltimore banger.
I won the David Benavidez fight before, I think, when he fought Caleb Plant. And at first, I didn't know that, you know, he was one of them guys. So I'm definitely excited to be on a card with someone like him.
And that's why I like Tank. He's an aggressive dude. He's a mean dude. You know? I'm happy that I can fight, go back to my locker room, and then go change and go watch the fight. That's what I'm really happy about.
And whilst it was a real respect, real show of appreciation between Davis and Benavidez, there's no more room for complacency for either man at boxing's top table.
You just locked in, dog. Like your mindset, dog, like you turn into a man, you turn into a pro, but everybody better watch out. Because now you take raw talent with the approach, the right mindset and approach, eliminating distractions, it's a wrap. That's greatness.
Despite critics looming, a Frank Martin victory sets things alight. So with some of boxing's biggest fights now in touching distance, onlookers eagerly await the finishing chef's kiss to secure an undeniable body of work.
I mean, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I mean, it's the Mad Bomber against the Bomb Squad that has to take apart that bomb.
The first name on the hit list represents an opportunity that slipped out of sight almost 5 years ago.
Ask Floyd Mayweather. He said the kid isn't ready yet for the fight.
And it's not like we ducking or dodging anyone. Lomachenko has to fight as many fights as possible extremely quick because he's very, very old.
In reality, the fight probably wasn't quite big enough to make at the time.
I want to see Lomachenko fight Tank Davis or Mikey Garcia.
And you're such a young guy, but do you feel like you are ready for that type of challenge now?
No, I think I'm old enough, you know, to take on the challenge. I think I have enough skill.
However, recently forcing the towel to be thrown after 11 rounds of punishment.
We're just happy that Lomachenko's back because he is one of the special ones in our generation.
The demolition of a Spartan, a man that had never been stopped, might just swing the narrative full circle for a 36-year-old Vasyl Lomachenko.
You about to wake up the beast.
I think eventually, though, they will want to fight because you will get older, and as fighters get older, they're not as good as they were.
Maybe. I don't know his strategy. I don't know.
And whilst we undoubtedly see a diminished version in comparison to the 2019 Nomaschenko era,
You look at a lot of these five of them on the spin. He made it quick. He made it quick.
the same footwork, movement, and brain power remains.
He was just Loma. He was Loma. That's Loma at his best.
But could he still evade 12 rounds of live ammunition?
But we'll clip his 6 rounds. That's a statement, though, because he's never been stopped. He will be stopped. Trust me.
Still has a lot left in the tank at 36. Vasyl Lomachenko is probably the second best lightweight in the sport right now behind Gervonta Davis.
Second, Shakur. I don't know.
That's arguable.
Obviously, you and Shakur got into it on Twitter. You was like, you wanted them 6 or 7.
Yeah, he's definitely one of them.
For sure?
Yeah, he's definitely one of them.
Where some claim Loma might have lost a step, the next man in the firing line remains razor sharp.
Straight left. Oh, there's a knockdown.
A slick New Jerseyan with a well-rounded skill set and a point to prove.
Honestly, there's only one fight that is really
the one.
Like, me and Tank, the biggest fight.
That's the one.
It's the biggest fight in the world.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be the biggest boxing fight in the world when it happens.
I think Tank and Shakur will be an amazing.
Oh yeah, they teams may fight before the fight.
A headline-grabbing retirement stint has seen Shakur Stevenson out of action for 8 months, a leaf straight out of the Mayweather handbook.
Everyone is asking me, is Floyd Mayweather coming back? And you just never know. But right now, I'm happy on this side.
Shakur's early career was all about cultivating a boogeyman image. but a string of underwhelming performances have seen the 26-year-old stock drop.
At the same time, Shakur keeps telling us that he's had superpowers and he is of the super level. We haven't seen it in a match with a Tank, a guy like that.
However, winning by all means necessary was also a Mayweather trait, one that, if Stevenson can replicate at world level, renders the opinions of critics and bloodlusters obsolete.
I think these dudes is great fighters, but I just feel like when they come down to me, I don't, like, nobody can beat me.
Yeah, but you feel like it's easy work though. You like,
come on, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I touched him with 16-ounce gloves on. I never been hurt. I never been wobbled. I never been buzzed in no sparring or fight.
All that type stuff. Like, I've been through all
You think he's the best pound for pound, or the winner of this fight is the best fighter in the world?
The Japanese fighter is the best fighter.
I've been there real quick.
Mike, for my opinion, I'm nobody, but I think he's the best fighter. Mike, the idea.
Maybe Stevenson versus Davis still needs time to marinate, but if star power is what gets fights over the line,
he got the whole package. I believe so. If you want to say a fighter that got the whole package, he's one of them.
in a clash with the monster, a man whose power and abilities are traversing weight classes, might be closer and more viable than we once thought.
Tank and Inoue just absurd, or do we have that Manny Pacquiao De La Hoya situation on our hands where you never know?
That fight is not as super ridiculous as you may think that can happen.
Maybe we could see an Inoue fight. I think that would be like a huge fight, given what Inoue brings too. An explosive one too.
Inoue brushed off a first-round knockout to stop Neary in arguably his most impressive win to date.
27-0 with 24 knockouts now. That was a 22nd world title fight. Insane.
And despite a lack of English, his fists have spoken fluently enough to captivate the entire boxing world.
This tremendous fighter, like we've never seen before, maybe since Manny Pacquiao. Right. Probably better than Pacquiao was.
Dimension-wise, the pair are almost identical, but Tank's much stockier frame and the power that comes with it will leave absolutely no margin for error.
If something like that did happen at 130, what's going to be the excuse? When Tank knocks him out, oh, he moved up 2 weight classes. It's always going to be an excuse. Always.
I mean, yeah, if I can get down to 130 and he can move up a little bit, yeah, that would be cool.
Who's ever willing to step forward next? Step forward, let's make it happen. But it sure didn't. It's going to be your biggest payday.
You know, the division is real active, so anybody that can get a fight with Gervonta after Frank Martin is going to put themselves in position to do a lot, you know what I mean?
With Devin Haney now sideswiped out of Tank's rearview mirror, rematches with Ryan Garcia or Pitbull Cruz are also worthy options.
Gonna rest, had a great win, let him enjoy it, and guess what? Ryan's calling all the shots now.
Ryan's new erratic personality seems to have stemmed from his first career L.
I think somebody that is just a little bit more disciplined than me and has a little bit more activity can give him a lot of problems. But you just got to be careful with Gervonta and play it smart. I didn't play it smart.
Do we see Ryan Garcia versus Tank Davis again?
I'm going to be honest, I think we have to.
You do?
Yeah, we have to.
And even though his latest win over Haney is littered with controversy, it made an enormous shockwave, ensuring a Tank versus Ryan rematch would be even bigger than the first.
I will beat Gervonta Davis worse than I beat Devin Haney. Devin Haney's a harder fight than Gervonta.
I was at the press conference, I asked her, I was like, yo, would you be interested in Tank again?
I don't think Tank's gonna beat Frank Martin, but if he did, he wouldn't fight me because I'm moving up. I'm not doing 140. I'm going 147.
Why can't it be 140? Yeah. Why can't it be 140? That's what he said. Would you be interested in that? Or like, nah, we ain't going to.
I'm fighting at 140. Let's do 133. I mean 140. And he can hydrate back up to whatever he wants. Not that. 50.
I think if Tank did have a rematch with anybody that he's fought before, it would be Ryan. I don't think it's anybody else.
Pitbull.
Pitbull.
Gervonta has always said he'd be open to the Pitbull rematch.
Hey, will you see him again or not? Huh?
He's gonna have to face me once again because I have to prove that Isaac Cruz is the best at 135.
And considering Cruz was just 23 years old and going in as a late replacement,
he realized tonight who Isaac Cruz Jr. was. He tried to intimidate him on numerous occasions. He tried to intimidate him at the weigh-in. And all Isaac did was fight harder and almost run him out of the ring. It should be more like Gervonta Rigondeaux, but we'll go with Davis for now.
The experience gained and subsequent stock rise makes him a force to be reckoned with.
Es un peleador que no tiene mucha técnica, pero tiene mucho ímpetu, pega fuerte. Le dio una gran pelea a Gervonta Davis, que parece ser que no quiere una revancha, no lo quiere ver ni tantito ni en pintura. Y creo que
Pitbull, the way he breaks people down, and he's just very consistent on doing the exact same things that he's been doing. And it just pays dividends.
Outside of these names, only a jump up to 140 offers greater treasures. Tank stepped up before, back in 2021, against one of the division's biggest men.
With Gervonta Tank Davis daring to be great against by far the biggest opponent he's faced.
And whilst he looked good, chopping Barrios apart with a backflip to boot.
Gervonta Tank Davis sticks the landing in his debut at 140 pounds.
There are still deadlier and hungrier fish in the murky waters.
He said that Gervonta Davis has his respect, that he's a warrior, that he's a smart fighter, that he boxes, he bangs, and he does, business the right way, that he'd love to fight him someday.
Whether it's a standoff with the slick, reawakened Honduran or a firefight with the relentless Puerto Rican boogeyman, the likes of Lopez and Matias offer interesting spectacles. But will the checks at this stage be worth the risk?
If you that, you gotta be that. If you not, get the